I'm curious as to whether or not you guys have any familiarity with a character called Pink Panther.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit about Pink Panther. Anthony, you got a little Pink Panther? Go a little about Pink Panther?
Yeah, I remember him. He got me drinking pink lemonade as a kid.
There's a story
like they used him to promote pink lemonade. I don't know. I remember that.
I had a flip book with Pink Panther, and he rode a skateboard on it. It was my first introduction to animation. It made me draw my first animation book. And I did like 2 or 3 of those, and I was like, God, this is way too much work. I'm so glad that computers came into play and made that a lot easier. But so Pink Panther was not just a Pink Panther, but he was in a movie or two. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that. Like in the 80s, 70s, like there was a movie or two where, and they even redid it. Steve Martin brought it to, I think, the 21st century, where Beyonce, I think Beyonce was Beyonce in that movie. Did Beyonce serve in the Pink Panther? I think, or I might be.
I know. I think she did. She kind of did a music video or something that was in the film.
I feel like Beyonce was in the Pink Panther most recent release with Steve Martin, but I could be wrong. But since they are trying to modernize it, just a real quick announcement that your boy Professor Klump will be starring in the upcoming Pink Panther. This is a new version in which I believe Eddie Murphy, who's one of the few to take a role that was traditionally for a white person and make it his own and not get a lot of backlash. He did it with Dr. Dolittle. He did it with Professor Klump. And you don't hear nobody like, oh, it was a white man. Yeah, well, it's Eddie Murphy now, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And so now he's got the Pink Panther role in his crosshairs. And I frankly don't know exactly what to expect. Let's hear what he has to say about this.
Inspector Clouseau and the next Pink Panther.
What?
Yeah, I'm the new Clouseau.
I'm not going to play it because I know the Today Show, they're really strict about playing their stuff, even when it's on Instagram. But just thought that y'all would like to know this before anybody else. Any thoughts? If not, we'll move right along to the next thing. Maybe it looks like you got a lot of pink lemonade coming your way, homeboy. Yeah. So yeah, Ty was just telling him how Eddie Murphy is going to be starring in the upcoming Pink Panther. This isn't really that big of a deal, but I just wanted y'all to hear it here first. Because Eddie Murphy, since he's resurfaced, he hasn't been fucking up. I like his projects. I liked Dolomite. All right. I liked Coming to America. Didn't love it as much as the first, and you're not going to. Hello. It was a whole thing, but it was all right. The second one, so far, so good. And so I think that this will definitely get him in the lexicon of Gen Z, because I don't think Gen Z knows Eddie Murphy. All right. So
I don't see the pickup.
No.
Yeah. That just came out with Kiki Palmer. And Davidson, Pete Davidson.
Is it good?
PJ.
It's funny. It reminds me a lot of the movie he did prior to that, where his daughter married Jonah Hill.
Oh,
yeah. When you after you see it, you're like, you people. I was like, this is this. I was like, we doing the same thing again. All right, cool. Whatever. Okay. But yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Shout out to Kiki and Pete and all that.
A couple other things real quick. So this one I'm really excited about. I spoke about this one before. We won't spend too much time on it, but I'm just so excited as it becomes closer and closer to it actually being a real live project.